Hello and welcome to my video on fingerstyle guitar. This is part one in a series. If you've taken fingerstyle lessons with me before, a lot of this information will be review for you, but it never hurts to review, especially with fingerstyle guitar. This is more geared toward classical guitar, but these techniques can be used in classical, flamenco, rock, country, folk, jazz, you name it. I use it in pretty much any style I play. Okay, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is make a C with your right hand. Don't worry too much about the pinky. Try to keep it close. So we're making a C, or something like a C. As you can see, it's not a perfect C. Go ahead and put your thumb on the low E string. And if you're not sure which one that is, listen for it. When we say the low E, we mean the one that sounds the lowest. So that one sounds the lowest. That's our low E, the biggest string, the least skinny. Okay, so here we are. Playing that low E. Notice what I'm doing. I'm extending my thumb away from the rest of my hand. We have our C, we have our three fingers, index, middle, and ring, or pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, on the three highest strings. And what we're doing is planting them there. So this finger, it's kind of hard to see, I know in the light, maybe that's a little better. There we are. What I'm doing is I put my finger around the string, so the string is between the nail and the flesh. So the string's between the nail and the flesh. A little bit on the side, not straight on, but on the side. So in other words, the string hits, or the finger hits the string like that, on the side. Okay, so three fingers are planted on the top three strings, and the three fingers I'm referring to are first three fingers, finger 1, 2, and 3, index, middle, and ring. Okay, so now we have the thumb on the low E string. And what we're going to do is start by just playing the thumb. Notice when I play it, I go straight down. I rest on the side of my index finger. And I try to go right back to that sweet spot. And the sweet spot, again, is between the flesh and the nail. When I feel I got that, then I'll go on to the index finger. So we have, first we're going to go thumb, index. Notice I'm going straight back. My hand is staying still. My knuckles are, for the most part, parallel to the strings. Parallel meaning running in a line with the strings. My knuckles are really straight above the tips of my finger. So in other words, if you can see here, get that thumb out of the way for a second so you can see. So now, that's the idea. Okay, so we have straight down. See if you can do that. Pause the video if you have to, and then we'll move on. Now what I'm doing is I'm going straight down. And when I say straight down, I mean I'm doing the 6th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st string. I'm skipping the 5th and the 4th and going 6, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come back. Like a great example of this is Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. And so on. So the idea is we're going thumb, index, middle, ring, kick these two out. When I say kick out, what I mean is like that. Obviously not that exaggerated. Just a little bit so that we can come back. Let me show you what I mean. So the idea is these fingers kick out so they can come back to their spot and go straight back. If you're having trouble keeping it steady, which a lot of folks do when you first start, I'd say almost everybody struggles to keep a steady beat when you first start doing this because it's an intricate physical activity. If you're having trouble, put on the metronome. If you don't have a metronome, you can Google metronome. One will come up. Google has a great metronome, or they have plenty of metronome apps. The one I'm using is called Metronome Beats. I'm going to set it on 80 beats per minute. This is what my screen looks like. I guess it's backwards for you maybe. But let me go ahead and put it on. 1, 2. Second thought, let's do 100. Bum 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 bum. And then you can speed that up if you want. Once you get the hang of it, maybe let's go to 160. And so on, and eventually then you can add chords to it. That concludes the first video. Please continue watching for more fingerstyle tips.